back to my channel. So first and foremost, I just want to say Happy New Year's to everyone. It's 2017. Holy shit. I have so many plans for this year and so many things that I just want to do and I just have planned out. It is insane. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I will leave it right here. Make sure that you do because there's just a lot of things that are going to be popping up. So anyways, I'm not going to babble on for too long because I know I always do that. Today I'm going to be showing you this look that I have on my eyes right here. I absolutely loved how it turned out. And you know I'm all about the warm makeup looks, but I got this palette recently. This was one of my Christmas gifts from my husband and I just fell in love. I knew that this was going to be my favorite row. I feel like this is separated by warm toned and cool tones. The bottom row is all of the warm tones, while the top row is all of the cool tones. And I just fell in love with this shade right here, Buon Fresco. I felt like this lip color matched that eyeshadow perfectly and it's super affordable. So if you want to learn how to get this look, just keep on watching and I will show you how. I had already put my foundation and concealer on, so I just wanted to bake my face with the NYC loose face powder. I love this powder. I feel like it's a dupe for the Laura Mercier loose powder. I have both of them and honestly they're pretty much the same in my opinion. Also, this was the first time that I used this Real Techniques Miracle Sponge. It was really weird to get used to because it's not as pointed as the Beauty Blender. I used Golden Ochre as my transition shade and I dusted it all over my upper crease with the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush that came with the palette because you know I needed to get my money's worth out of this palette. I also used my birth control sleeve to create that cut edge, to create that cat eye shape. But you could also use a business card, a piece of paper, anything else like a normal human being, but that's just what I had in front of me, so that's what I used. Then I used Tempera to highlight the brow bone because it had a satin finish, which I absolutely love to highlight the brow bone. Then I went in with Buon Fresco all over my lid. I feel like it's such a beautiful shade and it's one of my favorite shades from the palette. So I applied that all over my lid as well as in my crease just a little bit because I do have slightly hooded eyelids. So this helps create the illusion of me not having hooded eyelids. I went back in with a blending brush to blend those two shades together, and then I took the shade Love Letter on a Morphe M506 brush and applied it on my upper crease and outer V. This is just my preference because, like I said, I do have slightly hooded eyelids, so this helps with the appearance of a larger lid. If I was to put it in my crease, it would shut my eye more, so I always apply it to my upper crease. After that, I picked up the shade Antique Bronze on a Morphe M514 brush and placed it on the crease and outer V as well. I was just blending those two shades together and creating a seamless blended look. To highlight the inner corners of the eye, I used the shade Vermeer and I placed it on with an e.l.f. brush. I don't really know the name off the top of my head, but I will have every single product listed up on my blog, if not on the description box below. I originally used black liner on the waterline, but then I realized I had this purple eyeliner from Wet n Wild, so I applied that on as well. I had forgotten to dust off the bake from my nose, and you know that can be mistaken for something else very easily. On the lower lash line, I used Love Letter and Antique Bronze. And to wing out my liner, I'm using the BH Studio Pro eyeliner. I have been loving doing a half wing just because I feel like it accentuates my eye shape. And I just feel like it makes my eyes look a little bit larger. So I'm just going in with the eyeliner just to the middle and doing a regular wing as per usual. To finish up the eye look, I went back in with Buon Fresco just to freshen up that color a bit, and that is it for the eyeshadow. So moving on, I'm just going to curl my lashes. I got this eyelash curler from Forever 21, and I'm going to go in with my favorite mascara. It's been my favorite for a couple of months now since I purchased it, and it's the Wet n Wild Fiber Lash Extension Kit. It's called the Lash-O-Matic, but it's just this two-step type of thing, and I hate when that happens. But anyways, you just apply the mascara first, and then you apply the fibers, and then you just go back in with another coat of mascara. But I feel like it really works. I do have a review on it on this channel if you want to go check it out. It's actually time for me to get a new one because I've used this one up that much, and it's super inexpensive, so I definitely recommend it. So to bronze up my face, I'm using this natural bronzer from Rimmel and applying that with a Wet n Wild powder brush. I'm just putting that on my cheeks, on my forehead, you know, to shrinking it up a few fingers. And then I'm going to go in with some contour powder. I'm using the Wet n Wild Dulce de Leche contour powder. It has just been my favorite. I know that I've used it so many times on this channel already, but it really is my favorite.
I've never felt this way before. It must be you and I. It's got me thinking about.
For blush, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. blush, and it's a mauve shade, of course, because it had to complement the eyeshadow. And then I'm going to go back in with the Dulce de Leche palette, but I'm going to use the brightening powder side and apply that right under my eyes to brighten it up a bit more. And I really love that it actually brightens it up and creates that flawless look. And with the same contour powder, I'm going to contour my nose a little bit. I don't do it often, but I just decided to do it today. Picking out a lip shade is probably the hardest thing for me to do, but this was a no-brainer. This is the e.l.f. matte lip color in Tea Rose, and it matched it perfectly. It was like the perfect pick for this look. So this was the first time that I had used this highlight, and I was so upset. I was a bit confused because I had such high expectations. So as you can see, my face was like, what's going on? What's happening? This isn't real. Get the F out of here. Anywho, that completes this look. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and press the bell button so you will be notified when I upload more videos. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will talk to you in my next one.